Well, remember, just last year, state leaders here at the Capitol were grappling with how to close a multi-billion-dollar deficit. But come next year, they could be in for a much better scenario. Even so, some are raising concerns looking long-term.
We describe the state's budget condition as being in fair shape.
Nonpartisan California legislative analyst Gabriel Petit sharing that analysis of California's budget situation in the coming fiscal year.
We would describe it as being roughly balanced.
In fact, in this new California Fiscal Outlook report released by Petit's Legislative Analyst's Office, or LAO, Wednesday, the projected state budget deficit in the fiscal year to come is expected to stand at about $2 billion. That is much less than the $45-plus billion deficit state leaders had to act on during the previous budget year. So why the major improvement in the state's budget situation? Petit says there are a number of factors, including revenues coming in higher than expected. He also notes the legislature and governor took the unusual move of working on the upcoming budget more than a year in advance. Action they took includes reductions or delays to some spending and a withdrawal of about $7 billion from the state's rainy day fund.
Those actions allowed the state to say that the state's budget would be balanced for the upcoming fiscal year as well.
It's absolutely a positive development.
California Department of Finance Deputy Director H.D. Palmer spoke with us on behalf of the Newsom administration. While the latest budget analysis is welcome news to the administration, Palmer notes there are a lot of uncertainties, including policies from the incoming Trump administration that Governor Newsom believes could negatively impact the state budget.
Things like very high increases in tariffs, changes in legal foreign migration policies, that could affect California's economy. We need to be mindful of the fact that that's an added uncertainty.
But even as the Newsom administration prepares to take on Trump, in this report, Petit emphasized the state has no capacity for any new spending, including what could amount to tens of millions of dollars in funding Governor Newsom may need to take the Trump administration to court. What's more, after the coming fiscal year, the LAO's analysis projects deficits of about $20 to $30 billion in future years. Republicans say that is reason alone to rein in on spending.
We clearly have a spending problem, and that's why the oversight is so very important now, and to start that now in anticipation of what we're going to be staring at just 12 months from today.
And the Democratic leaders from both chambers released statements promising fiscal responsibility. As for Governor Newsom, we expect to hear directly from him on the budget when he unveils his preliminary spending plan in January. Reporting at the state capitol, covering local news that matters, Eitan Wallace, Fox 40 News.